And hello, everybody. Welcome once again. Welcome once again. It's the first time doing this show. I'm already drunk. So today, actually, once again, being here on the channel because I do a show here every Saturday at 9 p.m. I decided to mix it up and have fun with and play some games with some good friends of mine, and we're gonna get soused, which is it's an English word for getting drunk because that's what we
What?
do. I know, amazing. And so I asked some of my friends to show up, and so I have some really amazing friends that showed up. And so let me do a quick invite to all of them out. First off, up in the upper left-hand corner is the inimitable and amazing Louis Fox. How you doing, Louis?
How's it going? Yeah, in the top left of the continental United States, not quite Alaska.
Yeah. Then to his left would be the amazing and beautiful and dashing and lovely Keita Saint Cyr. How are you doing, Keita?
I'm doing great. I can't wait to get soused.
Soused. All
Soused.
right, so right below Louis Fox is a friend of mine who I've known for over 20 years. My British brother from another mother, the one and the only, the amazing Nick Elliott. How are you doing, my friends?
I am great, and as a Brit, I can approve of the word soused. Also, hello, Kitty.
That's going to come later, believe it or not. And then right next to Nick, right below Keita St. Cyr, is the wonderful sin merchant, as he likes to call himself, the distiller of one of my sponsors, really it is, and not in the A way, but Old Humble Whiskey, is Joseph Bretta. How you doing, Joe?
Cheers, guys. Doing great. How are you, Jeff?
I am doing well. I'm happy to get a little souse with all my good friends here. Now,
I'm
before
looking
we get
forward to it.
started, and everything like that, as a sign of good sportsmanship and stuff like that. So I want everybody to raise their. I tell you what, we're gonna get started. So everybody raise a nice and lovely drink here,
I'll report.
and cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, and hey, Hot Tide Lunch is in the chat as well. So, and he'd already be passed out. All right. So for all the people watching at home, either now or later, this is how the game's going to work. We have 3 rounds. Three rounds. And what's going to happen is I'm going to ask an all-play question. Everybody, whoever thinks they know the answer, are going to raise their hand. To get it right, then we get to choose a category. And all these categories are fun categories, which include Corpse Survivor number 2, Kentucky Kiss, Blushing Lady, Mind Eraser, and Blue Blazer. Those are all drink names because I'm a drunk. And so I figured it'd be a fun way to call my categories after drinks. I will then ask each of these people 4 questions because there's 4 people naturally. And then we'll continue on. If they answer correctly, they get to take a shot of whatever their choice is. If they get it wrong, they have to pour it into an empty glass. Now, what happens is as things progress, that glass gets more and more full. Last round, because we get 3 main rounds, we have a final round. The last round is an all-play question. If you answer it correctly, you win. And all the opponents have to drink the big chug. And they've got to chug it. That's how it works. Now, if you answered questions all right throughout the way, it's not that bad. But if you answer poorly, it's going to end poorly. So, are we ready to get soused?
Let's do it.
Let's get
All right.
soused.
Let's do
That's
it.
right. All right.
Souse me.
Also underneath, please make sure people are drinking. Please, you can join us if you wish. Drink responsibly. If you have an issue, please contact somebody. Everybody here, it's on the channel, can currently handle their drinking so far, and god damn, the pandemic's making it rough for us to do so. But yeah, we're here to have fun, and we're gonna be cool and groovy. So you be cool and groovy too. And if you like what you see, I also threw a tip there. If you throw some tips our way, I'll spread it around here, and we'll have a good time. All right. So this is how it's gonna go. We're gonna do an all-play question. So how it's gonna work? Contestants is I'm gonna call the first. It's all play. So if you know the answer, raise your hand. And the first person I see raise their hand, I'm gonna have them answer. All right. You guys ready?
Yep.
Here's the first
Yes.
question. First question is, do you think I'm pretty? That would be Nick Elliott. Would be the first one. Nick Elliott.
My answer is yes. You are pretty.
Aw.
Is that correct?
All right. So you get to choose the first category. So which drink would you like to drink for our what I like to call our tipsy round?
Well, I am wearing a blazer, so I'm going to go with blue blazer.
Good answer.
The blue-
Good answer.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah.
Blue blazer. So blue blazer
Woo!
is questions about wrestling.
I knew it.
Because the Blue Blazer is a wrestler. I came close to calling this category the Bushwhacker because that's also but I thought that was a little too on the nose. So Mr. Nick Elliott, I have 4 questions here listed. I want you to pick 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I might have to wrestle with this particular question for a second.
Hey.
Let's go with number 3, please.
Number 3. All right. So this question is that there is now a disgraced wrestler by the name of Joey Ryan. He has a famous wrestling move that he invented in Japan. It is called the U-porn plex. Please, with hand puppets or hands like that, what is the U-porn plex?
The U-porn plex.
That is what it's called. And it is actually a sponsored, he actually created this move, and U-porn Sports, at the time, sponsored that particular move. No shit.
Wait, there was U-porn sports?
Yeah.
I didn't know either.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm
what
ready
is the
to
U-porn
describe
plex?
this.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is wrestler 1, right?
Yes.
And here is wrestler 2. Maybe I should back off a little bit so I can see this.
Okay.
And then the U-porn plexes, they do this a little bit first, and then he flips him over, and then they do that, and slams her on the ground like that with legs.
That's the scissor sharpener.
It's the only U shape I could make that does that.
Good answer.
As
I like how you went
I
there.
would love that to be the answer. Unfortunately, that is not. So please pour your first shot into your big chug glass. So, just so you guys are aware, what the U-porn plex is that so we got Joey Ryan. His opponent would come up, would take his hand and grab him by the junk, and then Joey Ryan's junk is so powerful it would flip his opponent.
Oh my. Oh my.
So you people watching, you can track this down to YouTube. It's legit. It's hysterical, and I could not. It's one of those things that go even though
Legit.
Joey Ryan got Me Too, and he's a piece of shit. I can still separate that from this weird comedic gold that he did at this Japanese wrestling promotion called DDT Wrestling, which is all very weird comedic wrestling, but also like hardcore as well. So the U-porn plex. All right, so there you go. Louis Fox, because we're going to go clockwise.
Yes.
All right, so you got question 1, 2, or 4.
The deuce.
Okay, whatever. Whatever you do. All right. So wrestling, as everybody knows, is a worldwide phenomenon, including Japan, as we mentioned a second ago. One of the current stars of the New Japan Pro Wrestling is Shingo Takagi. Spell it.
Shingo. Shingo. Takagi. That's the building in Die Hard. That's Tagagi. Shingo Takagi. Can you use it in a sentence?
Shingo
Country of origin, please.
current, I know, yeah, you were incorrect.
Ah.
Shingo Takagi. SHINGOTAK.
That's what I said.
No, you said SHE.
Oh.
You went
Do you have
Shingo
to?
versus she.
Do you have to leave a letter off every time you spell his name?
No.
Okay. Then the second time would be SHING.
And Shingo, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Also,
That's good.
just
That's
so you know, Louis.
Please, yeah, Louis, please pour your first glass
Into my gravy boat.
Fucking gravy boat. That is
My
amazing.
family's
I'm
out of
gonna
town.
buy
We
a
have
gravy boat now. You know, that's just for this.
I know, that's awesome. Branded merchandise at the distillery.
Oh,
For
God, I'm so
extra-
bored. All right, so now we have the lovely and wonderful Keita Sincere. You have questions 1 or 4.
I'm gonna go with 1.
Number 1. Now, the WWE has long been the standard bearer for American professional wrestling. And their premier event is WrestleMania. How many have there been?
Oh shit. Okay, wait. New Orleans was WrestleMania 35, right? And then there have been 2 since then, so I think that makes this last one 37.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. Yes. I could tell you who won champion at WrestleMania.
All right. Okay, so
I think it's 37.
you were unfortunately incorrect.
No.
You weren't far off because it would
Was
be
the first one
37
82?
coming up.
Oh, 37 is this year.
Right. It hasn't happened yet.
Bummer.
So please pour your first shot into your
Let's use this
big
one.
chug.
Big chug.
There we go. Yes, there have been 36. Now, here's a bonus question. All play. This is strictly for points in the end. So the bonus question is what year did WrestleMania start? Raise your hand if you know the answer. That's a good close call. I think Joe edged you out, Louis. So what was the year?
I'm going to go with 1982.
You are incorrect.
Yeah, that's fair.
The remaining 3 players, you can raise your hand. Okay, Louis.
84.
Also incorrect. So, Nick, you have to put. Oh no, Keita and Nick, put your hands down because Nick just left his hand up.
37
All right, so the remaining 2
minus-
players, please. What year did WrestleMania start?
85.
You can answer now. No, raise your
1985.
3.
What'd you say?
83.
And what did you say, Nikita?
I said 85.
Keita would be correct. It started in 85. So yeah, you get an extra point. You get a point. Ding.
For the
right.
record, I only said 82 because Louis said 82 earlier.
That's fair.
Yeah, but
Just
then
to
when they
take
said
it to-
37, the math didn't check out.
Yeah, I wasn't paying that close of attention to the math.
All right, Joe, okay, so Joe, you're the last person, so you get the final question, which is question number 4.
4.
And so, so Booker T is a famous wrestler, actually out of Houston, Texas. He's a very nice man.
indeed.
I've met him on several occasions. How many times has he famously been world champion?
Famously been world champion, as opposed to pedestrianly world champion.
Infamously.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with 6.
That would be incorrect. Please
That's fair.
pour your shot into your chug.
Billy D. Washington was in an interview on the radio and was once mistaken for Booker T. Washington during the entire interview. During the entire interview, it was hilarious.
That's hysterical. No, Kita, do you know?
None?
No. 5 times world champion. Spinning.
Oh, I was so close.
Just,
I was thinking, I was adding in the next time he's going to be world champion. I'm thinking ahead to the storyline.
5 times. All right. Now it is time. Now we are down to round 1. As people are wondering, why are we doing these dumb questions? Because I can. And I really want to see my friends suffer at the end of this round because nobody got a question right. And those glasses are getting nice and full, which is going to be funny.
With good whiskey, you never suffer.
That's true. So now in all play rounds. So what's going to happen is I'm going to ask a question, and then everybody's going to raise their hand, and then see who goes next. Not yet.
You're still pretty.
That's not the question, but I appreciate it.
The question is, do you think he's pretty, not whether or not he's pretty.
That's true. That still counts.
There's no wrong answer to that. Okay, sorry.
So the next question is, how many fingers am I holding up? Joe was the first person to raise his hand. How many?
On that hand?
The hand I held
Okay.
up. How many fingers?
3. I'm awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
So Joe, because you got it right, you get to pick
Rule.
the next. You get to pick the next question. So
Okay.
Court category. So we got the Corpse Reviver, Kentucky,
Mind Eraser.
Blushing Laddie, or the Mind Eraser.
Mind Eraser. Sounds good. Sounds fun. I like that drink.
The Mind Eraser. So the Mind Eraser is actually one of my favorite subjects, and it's one of those things like I did Blue Blazer because I know Kita is like really into wrestling, so I figured it'd be fun to put that in there. This was the Mind Eraser, which is all about magic and mentalism.
Oh, joy.
Cute.
So what I want you to do, Joe, is I want to pick. I got question 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Which one am I going to pick? I'll go with 2.
All right, 2. All right,
Sure.
2 is easy. Do a trick.
Okay. Do a trick. All right. We make this whiskey disappear. Do a trick. Ow.
You got 10 seconds. 10, 9,
All right.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You did a trick. Very good.
I made the bottle cap disappear.
That's
I
good
get to
enough.
take a drink.
It works. But guess what? You
Cheers,
don't have
Mom.
to drink now. You don't have to wait. There you go. Awesome. All right, so Nick Elliott. So you got 1, 2, or 4. Which question would you like to ask?
4.
4. All right. Now, Harry Houdini, arguably the most famous magician of all time, also had a brother who was a magician. What's his name? No, it's his question. I know you know, Louis.
Can I trade with Louis and give
No.
him this?
I have a better one. If he picks the right one, the next one, it's going to be a nice, fun one for him.
We'll go with Larry Houdini.
That is unfortunately wrong. So please,
Oh.
pour your next shot into the big chug.
Theo or Dash, right?
What? Am I going to make you pour a drink and you're saying for being wrong? The magician?
What was his name?
Dude, it's fucking Hardin.
That's the fake name. Hardin was
his fucking magician name.
When Ma Houdini shot him out, she wasn't like, "What's up, Hardin?"
Also, still Theodore Dash was not what his name was either.
Yeah, his nickname was Dash.
Hey, Jeff.
Yes.
Jeff, can I do a trick instead? This isn't for bonus points because I've already poured it in there.
I want to
If
see
you wanna
next
do a
trick.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you ready? Okay,
Yeah.
here's my trick that I use a lot. You ready?
Yeah.
I call it the English. I call it my tongue trick.
Ooh,
Right?
I have one of those too.
Okay. Here we go. Hi. I'm English.
That's
There you go.
amazing. I'm gonna give you a point.
Give him Joe's points.
That's very similar to my tongue trick.
All right. Okay, so Louis Fox, question 1 or 2?
The deuce.
Deuce. All right, so Siegfried and Roy actually were a very amazing magical duo. I unfortunately didn't get a chance to see them live because unfortunately the Tiger thing happened shortly before I could go see it. But I did go see the Tiger Sanctuary when I was in Vegas at the time. And their actual names are Siegfried Fischbacher and Roy Horn. Spell Siegfried's full name.
Sigfried Fischbacher.
That is incorrect.
I was hoping you'd go the Tiger that ate Roy. I'm like, that's Monacore.
No, I know the moniker. Yeah, but it's like Fischbacher's. No, it's Sieg. You forgot the E, first E.
Ah. So sad.
There you go. I really just want to watch you chug that gravy boat. I mean, that's just
Yeah.
gonna be amazing.
That's a separate show.
That is.
Mhm.
That's gonna be my new.
OnlyFans. So make sure you tune into OnlyFans.com/Louis
Pornhub
Spews.
move.
All right.
Wait, so the tiger's name was Monacore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should have been my Animal Crossing Island name. I have some regret right now.
You have
All right,
regrets,
so-
so does Roy.
So, all right. So, Key to
Just
Saints
wait.
here. Key to Saints here. Here's your question. Davino the Boy Magician was the original stage name for what famous magician? No, it's
Obviously, obviously not Houdini because there have already been a Houdini question.
Mhm.
And not Siegfried or Roy. Is it David Copperfield?
You are correct.
What?
So you may
Yay!
take your celebratory shot.
Yay!
And I love the
Look at that
celebratory
one.
shot.
Yay! Jawohl!
Give me some of those for the distillery too. Those look neat.
Yeah.
You're super good.
There we go.
That little label on the bottom of it says "full of lead. Do not drink from." Though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Display
yes.
purposes only.
Here's an all-play bonus question for everybody involving David Copperfield. If you know the answer, raise your hand. Not until I ask the question. Question is how many specials did David Copperfield have on TV? Nick Elliott.
Five specials.
That is
I want that to be
unfortunately
right.
Incorrect. Louis Fox.
Isn't it 16?
That is also incorrect.
Ah.
Joe Bretta.
He had 12, but he made 4 of them disappear.
That's good, but no.
Damn.
Do you have a guess? Yeah.
37.
In a row? He had in 20 years he did 21 specials. 21.
Nice. They're
I
old
remember-
enough to drink.
I remember 2 of them.
I walked through the Great Wall of China, and he made the Statue of Liberty disappear. Those are the 2.
Those are the 2 I remember. Yep.
And then he did the one where he flew. That was a good one too. That was
Oh,
one of his last.
I've flown. That's no big deal. I flew to Missouri a couple
he
years
flew
ago.
like literally he lifted into the air and flew all over like the freaking like everywhere.
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool.
All right, so how are we feeling out there? Are we feeling pretty good, guys?
No,
Feeling
stupendous.
a little
Need to go
buzz?
grab another can of beer.
That's fine. But you know what? Cheers, everybody. Cheers. We made it this far.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah. So, all right, let's do another round.
Refill my
We still
drink.
got plenty of time. We're gonna be drunk well before the hour's done. It's gonna be great. So we're gonna do another all play question.
Sweet.
If you know the answer, raise your hand and I will call on you. Here is the next question, which is totally fucking biased. I'm gonna do it anyways. Finish this sentence. Hello, Kitty. That would be Nick Elliott.
Lick my clitty.
That is correct. All right, so to be fair, that is an inside joke with me and Nick, and we literally the first time we made up that kind of saying, we sat on a kitchen floor, crying, laughing, built over, and just dying for I don't know, like half an hour, just saying that over and over again, like variations, and so it's become our thing. I still have my bumper sticker, by the way. I haven't used it.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
So anyway, Nick, you get to choose. We have the choice of Corpse Survivor number 2, The Kentucky Kiss, or Blushing Lady.
Well, given my tongue trick, I think I'll go with the Kentucky Kiss.
Kentucky Kiss.
Great
Kentucky
cocktail.
Kiss. Once again, I try to make questions that are kind of based apart as people around here, and this one is all about whiskey. Yeah. All right. Hello, Poppy Gloria, TTTV. Hey, how you doing? Cheers to somebody in the chat.
Cheers. This is going to go badly.
All right. So, once again, I have 4 questions. 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I'll take number 1 for 300, please, Alex.
Ooh.
Oh, wrong game.
Soon.
Sorry. Number
Too
1.
soon.
Number 1.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. Okay, Mr. Nick Elliott. Who is the oldest continuously operating distillery in the U.S.?
In the U.S.
Continuously operating whiskey distillery in the U.S. I'm very specific on my wording.
If only I knew any that I could say at this point in time. Let's go
think
with.
the word Kentucky and follow your heart.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's Kentucky Kiss, right? So, who makes that Tennessee stuff? Let's go with Jack Daniels.
That is incorrect.
Oh no! All right.
The oldest continuously run whiskey. Yep, there you go. Pour it into your chug. Ooh, that's good, like pretty chug. The way the time is going, we may do a 4th round and like make it really dangerous.
What?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. So the oldest continuously run distillery in the U.S. is a distillery called Buffalo Trace. They actually operated during the Prohibition, and they still made whiskey, or quote-unquote medicinal whiskey.
Available with a prescription.
Yep, and so they were still running. Now, Jack Daniels is the oldest registered distillery, but they didn't run during Prohibition. That's why.
Thanks for tripping me up there, buddy. Appreciate it.
Love you. All right, so Louis Fox. So you got 2, 3, or 4?
4. Quattro.
4. So back in 2019, you remember 2019? Back when you could do things.
Yeah, good times.
Back when I had a
good
job,
times.
that's so sweet.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. So
The air wasn't
there was
poisoned.
actually a bottle of whiskey that sold at auction that broke the record of the highest that a whiskey has ever sold. How much did it sell for?
What? $1.3 million.
That is incorrect.
So
Please
close.
add to your boat. You weren't terribly far off either.
Yeah, what's the margin of error you're gonna give me? If I knew that.
It was 1.9 million.
Wow.
$1.9
If you
million.
round up, I nailed it.
It was like a Macallan 20. It was like a Macallan that was distilled like in like 1930s. And previously broken a record from an earlier thing from earlier in the year for 1.3 million. So the first time it broke, I would have given you because you were within 100,000, but 1.9 is a little bit far off. So that's fine. You get to drink for the boat.
Yay.
All right.
Do
So
I do it
Saint
now?
Cyr. Huh? Not yet.
Do I do the vote now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Key to Saint Cyr. So we got question 2 or question 3.
I'm gonna pull a Louis Fox action. I'm gonna drop a deuce. That's
Yep.
right.
All right. It's
Do
gonna
it.
be interesting
Drop the
because
deuce.
I'm gonna okay. So because I know your sometimes job that had been in the past is you worked as bartending. What I want you to do is I want you to explain how to make a truly classic old fashioned.
Okay. Yeah, I've been making a lot of old Manhattans lately. I'm not gonna trip myself up. To make an old-fashioned,
Old
a classic old-fashioned.
old-fashioned.
We're gonna start with a sugar cube. We're gonna put that sugar cube into a rocks glass. We're gonna pour, I like 4 hits of bitters, and then we muddle the sugar cube. And then we do a 8 count. No. Ice. 8 count of whiskey. Splash of orange peel. I've been drinking. That's
No, it's fair. It's like you're really close.
Oh no, simple. You need simple syrup.
No, because that's why you have the sugar cube.
Sugar
Oh
cube.
wait, no, you're right. We started with
So
that.
what you do? So all right. So please, you were incorrect. So add your shot to as a whiskey.
Meow,
Your
meow,
big chug.
meow.
I think
There
she
you
was
go.
within the 0.6 million margin of error, like I was.
All right. So
I was close. I definitely forgot something
you were really
important.
close. Yeah. Okay. So
That would have been a good old fashioned.
It
Right.
would have been an okay old fashioned, but I'm forgetting something.
The only thing
Yeah.
you missed is at the very beginning when you do the sugar cube and the bitters, you start muddling that, then you add in a little bit of water. Then you add in the whiskey.
To help
Right.
dissolve the sugar.
Yep.
Yeah, you need it. Yeah, you were close, and you were doing like if I know if I asked Nick that, he goes, I don't know, just
Yeah. I mean, you can also express the peel around the rim of the glass. I'm not getting
typically
myself any
I
points,
wasn't,
whatever.
the garnish was less effective. Although even doing a truly classic old fashioned, you don't do the peel. You would actually do the orange slice with the cherry versus doing the.
Mm-hmm.
But
But see, when I originally learned how to make the old fashioned, you muddled the cherry with the sugar and the ice at the beginning. But
Really?
yeah, but
Okay.
that was back when I didn't like whiskey and I never made old fashioned.
In the English old fashions, you stand under the tree and wait for the orange to fall into the glass.
that's
the traditional.
Yeah.
That's how much time you
I
have to
almost
add to
sipped
the
on my
old-
big chug just now, so
Cheers, everybody.
cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it's the
All right.
splash of water that gets you every time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, Joseph Bretta.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, the band, the hard rock heavy metal band Metallica has their own whiskey called Blackened.
Yeah.
It has a unique aging process. I want you to give me your best impression of that aging process.
Well, what they do is they take moderately okay mass-produced whiskey. They pour it into a gym sock, and then put that gym sock in a dirty jockstrap, and they bury it for about 3 years, and then they dig that crap up, and they scrape off the dirt and they squeeze out the socks of the jockstrap, and they call that whiskey.
Wow.
Yum.
That is incorrect.
I mean, I may have added a couple of steps.
You forgot the water.
Oh, the water! Damn it! That's right. They throw in a dash of water. I forgot.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
incorrect. So please pour another shot into your big chug.
You have to. You need the splash of water to get the jockstrap to dissolve.
Right. It helps to loosen the fabrics. I should have known.
For the record, how Metallica ages their process is they take
Well, how the people Metallica contracted.
They take the whiskey, put it in a barrel, and surround it with speakers, and they blast music at the whiskey to help age it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So torture. They torture their whiskey.
Apparently, my understanding, there actually is a playlist that is available that Lars Ulrich crafted to blast while listening to the whiskey he listens to, and it's like something like a 6-hour loop of music.
Yeah. That is now sonic aging is an actual thing that some distilleries try to do to make their whiskeys age faster. It is a as yet unproven experimental process, and some people swear by it, some people don't. I don't think it would hurt the whiskey, so there's that.
I'm really curious to hear that playlist. I bet it's great.
It's actually a pretty cool playlist. I have had blackened whiskey, and it's really peaty, so I don't really care for it that much. It's more, it tastes more scotchy than it does whiskey, so because it's got really.
I think you're supposed to pour it into your ear, aren't you?
Okay, maybe that's what I was doing it wrong.
The whiskey does sound better than most other whiskeys, yeah.
Oh, that's true, yeah. All right,
I think I'm gonna try and use sonic aging on my daughter to get her out of the house. Just play Metallica on the and you're 35.
That might get her out of the house, yeah. That's how they tried to get Saddam out of his palaces. That's how they got the Branch Davidians. Well, how they tried to get the Branch Davidians out.
They're like, joke's on you. We're making whiskey in these school buses buried underground.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one of the techniques that South Korea is doing in their war with North Korea is that they're playing K-pop nonstop at the border.
Yeah, at the border, yeah.
Yeah, which I think is delightful.
Not yet covered by the Geneva Convention.
I'd be so down for that, just nonstop K-pop.
Yeah, back in the 80s or 90s when they were trying to get Manuel Noriega from Panama out of his palace, they would play like fucking like Van Halen's Jump over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, that's pretty awful though.
If you read the guy from Guantanamo who did like a university report about all the ways they tortured him, he said the most effective thing was the music on a loop.
Oh, it was country, like it was all weird country music is what they played in Guantanamo. No, I'm kidding. It was like you're like fucking like, dude, proud to be American and fucking like all that shit over and over again.
Yeah, and the guy in the thing was like, you can waterboard me, just stop playing that music.
No, it's legit. Hot Tub Linky goes, they should have actually played Panama in Panama. Cheers, everybody.
Or as we say in English, up yours.
Up yours.
All right, so when I came up with the idea of doing this show, I wasn't sure timeline-wise, and so I originally was doing 3 rounds and then doing a final round. But we still got like 20 minutes.
We're all going to
do
die.
An extra round and then do final round?
Yeah.
Only if you get it.
Yeah. Let's do one more.
All right, so everybody pour in extra shots. Then we'll do one more round, and then we'll do the final round.
Jeff, I hate you right.
My shot glass graveyard's over here.
Too.
A glass graveyard.
I've been getting them all wrong. This is going to go horribly for me.
I know. I'm glad my bedroom's on the same floor I'm in right now, because going down the stairs.
I'm gonna have to Uber to bed. I can't believe I got a question about wrestling wrong, but I got a question about magic right.
Oh, dude! Early in the pandemic, I actually practiced close up magic, like the Ant-Man or the Ant in the shit. I can't even think words out of my mouth hole.
Ant-Man, you're correct.
Yes, close-up magic like Ant-Man when he was under house arrest. I'm like, I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. I might as well figure out how to turn toilet paper into dollars. Whoosh.
I've got a
Here,
close-up act for you. Ready?
Hey, yeah.
Whoa.
Put your thumb back. Put it back. It's scaring me.
Wow.
Here I am wasting
All
my
right,
time learning.
so-
I've got my nose.
What are you doing? Am I supposed to be dancing when you're doing like throwing dollars? What?
Take my money.
Make it rain!
Hey, Joe, got your fist.
What? Why?
Now do the tongue trick. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, if I had a nickel for every time somebody said that to me. Whee.
All right.
Oh, this is my new favorite game.
I'm glad. I'm glad we're having a good time. So, all right. Let's go with our next all-play question.
Wait.
You guys ready? When you know the answer,
You asked the question.
and
Was the question if we know?
Yes, we're ready.
all right. So, question is, what's my dog's name?
Oh crap!
Kita was first.
Shinobi.
That is correct. All right, yeah. All right. So you get to pick Corpse Survivor number 2 or the Blushing Lady.
I am an Absinthe fan, so Corpse Reviver.
I am too. Dude, my fucking the Devil's Brew is legit. Whiskey, absinthe, with some sweet vermouth and some dash of bitters.
And then a nap.
There's another one. That's how it works. All right, so Corpse Survivor number 2. So this is all about quack medicine.
For ducks?
And
So fake medicine. All right, so you got question 1, 2, 3, or 4.
my favorite number 3.
Number 3. So various fake medicines you sometimes use some weird and often dangerous ingredients, like things like irradiated water. Spell irradiated water.
Irradiated. IRRADIATED. WATER.
There you go. You are.
Left out the
You
case.
go, it's irradiated. I go, no, it's irradiated water.
I'm correct?
You may now take your victory shot
Yay!
from the irradiated Stein.
Irradiated uranium Stein.
Like, I am doubting the safety of drinking from this now, thankfully.
Contents may be poisoned.
But it's so cute. Can't say no.
All right, so Joe Bretta. So you got
Yo.
1, 2, or 4.
4.
4.
Wait, if I pick 4? Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So in 1917, Dr. John R. Brinkley inserted what into his male patients to cure impotence?
That would be an electric probe. Oh, do you want to know where he stuck it?
Sure. Where did he stick it?
On their prostate. And then he turned it on, like turn on the light switch. And it
I'm gonna turn them on.
Well, that's really nice. Unfortunately,
I've been to this
you are
party.
Incorrect.
well, it's a good story though.
It is a good story. So please add to your big chug. You guys are getting lit.
That's actually
I think we are Branch Davidians.
For the record, what he inserted into his male patients was goat testicles.
where?
Oh, okay. Were they still attached to the goat?
With the testicles. He would do a small incision into
Oh,
the ball sack
got
and add
it.
an extra testicle.
That sounds
It
science.
also
Well, with one more, they get to walk to first because they'd have 4 balls. Thank you.
It's he actually holds a world record for the amount of testicles put into a body with in a year, which was like 6,000 people. He did in a year.
Apparently, he's never watched Pornhub Sports.
Yeah, James Dean is second.
It's YouPorn Sports.
Oh, the YouPorn Sports.
I'm sure they play Pornhub and maybe RedTube every once in a while at a local game.
Pornhub Sports is the minor league of porn sports. I mean, come on. If you want the major league, the high quality porn sports, you got to go YouPorn Sports.
Jeff?
Yes.
Jeff, what was his Guinness record for the most balls inserted into one testicle?
I did not get it. Did not put it. That was not put into the record books, unfortunately.
Five testicles went into one ball sack.
Hang on, let me show you something. I gotta pull off the wall. Hang on. My wife does not like.
Are you about to show off your goat testicles? What's going on over there? Are you about to tell us how you had a kid?
I'm gonna show you.
I'm
If
sure
he
there's
brings out some goat balls, I'm falling out.
I'm sure somewhere in the world there's a goat testicle eating contest.
Show me on the testicle where you put more testicles.
Right. You all want to? Can you handle seeing my testicles?
Well, as long as you don't have to handle them.
What's happening?
It looks like loaves of bread on a shelf.
Yeah,
that's an ultrasound of my testicles.
Oh,
no, it's a picture of Neptune. It's a picture of Neptune.
Fun fact: when this was done, like the X-ray person, because she was a lady, had to have an observer in. Lady lives in my neighborhood, so I see her getting coffee all the time. Like, you just saw my testicles being X-rayed, and now you.
Yeah, that requires at least a free drink from them. I would say. I mean, she should at least have bought you a drink. So even if it's a coffee. All right.
Do you have to put the little like metal jacket over them? You know, the
not over
the X-ray
them,
blanket.
It's over me.
Smear?
Do you have to squeeze them?
I didn't. They did.
One of those little mammogram like clamps. Bam!
Yeah.
No.
So many questions.
No.
Well, so the first time I ran into at the coffee shop, my daughter's like, "How do you know her?" Because I was chatting with her, and I'm like,
Quick, go to break. Go to break. Oh my god.
All right.
She was the safety while someone photographed my testicles.
I see the rails over there that we've just come off of. Should we go back over there?
All right. So, Nick Elliott, got question 1 or question 2?
I'm gonna do a Louie and drop a deuce.
There you go. All right. Here's your question, which is actually a task.
Ooh.
You have 10 seconds to retrieve an over-the-counter herbal remedy that is not prescribed by your doctor. Right? 1, 2, 3,
I would nail this one.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
This tape measure. If you stretch yourself out a really long way to like maybe an extra question, I won't have to chug 4 shots in a thing. Thank you. I'm here all night.
All right. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll give you 1 out.
Give me what?
You have the choice. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is what it is. I'll give you a choice. You can either take the extra shot, or you can task one of your other players to do the same challenge.
I could take the shot now instead.
Either do the shot now, or you can make one of your other opponents do the same task. But if they succeed, you still have to do the shot.
I know where this is going. I'm just doing the shot. Also, I'm doing a shot now.
We've already all looked around the room and like, there it is, there it is. And inside that box, I got some there too. Yeah.
Cheers.
There you go. Hey.
Actually, like, yeah, we could just. There we go.
I don't think that's an herbal, is it? Does that count?
Oh,
Jeff?
you know what? You're right. My initial thought was lavender, but
Yeah,
it is medicinal whiskey.
it is.
I had pop pills lying around somewhere, but I couldn't find them in time in 10 seconds. It's like, here's this tape measure.
Gin is probably acceptable.
Yeah, that's floral. Yeah, that's herbal of some sort.
Anyway,
So,
thanks for
Louis
screwing me
Fox.
over again, Jeff. Appreciate it. Love you too.
We haven't drank in a long time together, so I'm trying to make up. All right, so Louis
Aw.
Fox.
Yes.
All right, so everybody knows that Coca-Cola originally had cocaine in it, and it was sold as a tonic for your health.
Mm-mm.
Name one of the conditions that it would help, and I've got several. So if you choose one, it's fine.
Hysteria.
You are incorrect.
It sounds like, didn't everyone always have hysteria? Or the vapors?
There was no one. Okay,
How about the
yes,
vapors?
that is true.
Hysteria was a lady ailment.
Yeah, they made us. They made women like masturbate and eat Kellogg's cereal for hysteria.
Or graham crackers. Was
Or
another
graham
one.
crackers.
So yes, add to your boat.
Yeah.
Add to your gravy boat.
Gravy boat,
All
gravy
this
boat,
is-
gravy boat.
So much is gonna be wrong. All right. For the record, the main not yet, but you can show it off. So
Tell me one of them was insomnia.
Actually, no.
Oh, wow.
Indigestion,
Mhm.
headaches,
Mm-hmm.
nerve disorders, morphine addiction, and impotence.
That escalated.
Nice.
Those
You're
Not
addicted to
glaucoma.
morphine? Here, have some cocaine.
No, let's go back to the impotence thing. I'm really excited about that one. Like, yeah.
Like, man, nobody's
cocaine
paying attention to me. I need some
cocaine.
cocaine.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, it's the inventor of cocaine. The inventor of Coca-Cola was a name a general called General John Pemberton, who was a Confederate general who also happened to be a doctor and fucking addicted to morphine, and so he created this drink to help him cope with being addicted to morphine.
Mm-hmm. And as a Confederate general, a very impotent man.
Mm.
All right, so
That's a pun.
now, it actually times out right. So now we're at our final round.
Oh, jeez.
So what's going to happen
Sweet.
is we got one category left, which is called Blushing Lady. I'm going to ask a question from there, and you're going to raise your hand if you think you know it. If you get it correct, you win, and everybody else does the big chug.
And then you take it.
Wrong. If you're wrong, guess what? You're doing the big chug, and somebody else has a choice to win. All right, so you guys ready?
Yep. Hands over the buzzer.
All righty.
I know, like, I have nothing to lose, so I just raise my hand now.
If you get it right, you're okay. That, like, Louis, you get like all or nothing. If you lose, you're fine.
Jeff,
Yes.
so if someone gets this wrong, they have to chug right then.
I'll let everybody do it at the same time. They don't have to do it right. Actually, no.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. No, fuck it. No, if you get it wrong, you got to chug right then on your own. Everybody else has the luxury of at least chugging with everybody else. You're on your own in the spotlight, going and going.
So you really got to know that you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Blushing lady. By the way, blushing lady, drag. It's all about drag performers.
Oh, I'm not.
So something. I figured Nikki would be fairly confident with drag. So no,
Not really, but
you never know.
I have a wig.
All right.
You have a wig.
All right. So RuPaul Charles, has been doing drag for quite some time now, but has also appeared in movies. Name the reboot movie from the 90s that had her as a school counselor.
He had his hand up. Louis had his hand up.
That is true.
But I took it down
Louis?
before the question was done. I took it down before the question was read, in my defense.
Gravy
Still raise
boat.
your hand.
Gravy boat. Gravy
Uh,
boat.
You still answer the question.
Long food, thanks for everything. Julie Newmar.
No, that is incorrect.
Chug.
Don't even-
Chug.
I don't think you can chug from a gravy boat. It's more of a dainty split
Sip,
down the...
sip.
Sip.
Oh, dear Lord.
Champion right there. Yes.
Woo.
Oh,
All right, champion.
Fucking gravy
it was
boat.
delightfully
All right.
ridiculous.
Call poison control.
All right, so we got the remaining three
My
contestants. The question, I will repeat the question. RuPaul was named the movie that RuPaul was in that's a reboot movie from the 90s that had her as a school counselor.
When is the movie
Ralph
in the?
and Peter. Yes, it's
Hairspray.
in the 90s. No. Drink.
Cheers.
Get it?
Cheers.
Chug,
Yeah.
chug.
The movie was in the 90s. Like it actually was like you could like it came out in like
Oh.
97 or 8.
Okay.
And
It was a
and
reboot
that was a reboot of an earlier movie.
or TV show.
We have to answer, don't we?
I
Anyway.
mean,
Joe?
Rent? I mean, does it count? Was the movie a reboot of a musical? That would be Rent, right? Wasn't John Travolta in Rent? I don't know.
That's a revival,
That's
not
so
a
much
reboot.
wrong. Most two chugs.
Wait, I know Rent was a movie, and I know it was a musical, and I know RuPaul's a person. So those three things, I just put them all in a sentence.
Joe, do the big chug.
Cats.
I don't think I can name two movies that RuPaul was in.
I don't think
I
John
remember-
Travolta was in Rent, bud.
I don't think you
John
was
Travolta was not in Rent.
What is it, Marlon?
Maybe Hairspray, maybe? I don't know.
He wasn't Hairspray.
I'd go
That's a lot of fucking
face
whiskey.
off and
Finest whiskey in all the land.
Chug. There we go. Champion.
Hey.
Yeah.
Damn, sister.
So
Whew.
Nick,
Mighty fine whiskey.
once again, the question is, name the reboot movie that RuPaul
Let's
is
see
in
here.
that was made in the 90s that had
Made
her
in
as
the
a school
90s.
counselor.
School counselor.
So think of a
Dangerous
movie
Mind.
that came out in the 90s that was a reboot.
Yes.
Let's go with so many movies that I don't know RuPaul was in. But I'm a cheerleader.
what?
Well,
Oh, yeah, that's a great movie.
But it's not a reboot.
What
Yeah.
was that
RuPaul
movie?
probably wasn't in it.
But I'm a cheerleader. It's about a cheerleader that
Oh,
goes
but
to
I'm a
a
cheerleader.
conversion camp. Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
RuPaul
that a
back in
reboot?
the movie, but that's not a reboot. No, it's not. So, unfortunately, Nick.
Yeah, she
Oh
goes
my
to a
God.
she goes to a conversion camp and then becomes
Chug.
gay. Go figure.
Chug. There we go.
Yay!
There we go.
Woo!
All
Wow.
right, everybody. For the record, the movie is the Brady Bunch movie.
I'll get the fuck out of here.
My daughter just watched that like 2 weeks ago.
And
You
it's
should have
also-
watched it with her, Louie.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that. Nobody's seen the Brady Bunch movie.
I have,
Bro.
No. My wife and I
saw the
debated as to
theater,
whether or
no
not my wife liked the
Uh,
movie.
But just so you guys are fair, here is mine.
Wait, hang on. We got to ask you a question.
What's my cat's
actually,
name?
I'm gonna go grab something real quick to add to my shot because I'm classy
Yes.
that way.
You
I
should.
hope it's. I
He's
hope
gonna
it's
get a.
All right. So show of hands. Who here is soused? Soused.
I'm well down the road.
As soon as it hits my bloodstream in about
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yeah, I got about 30 minutes before this hand grenade goes off.
Yeah,
All right,
you're
Jeff.
probably fine,
All right, so what's
old
the question?
humble.
Jeff, I've got a
I'm
question.
mortal just like everyone else.
At the very beginning of this, you gave Louis the first question, and he said a bunch of untruths. What was the name of the building in Die Hard?
Oh, come on.
The
Everyone knows
actual
that.
building or the building he gave?
I can name both.
No.
The real name too.
The building in the
Let's-
movie.
Do both. Do both.
Okay, so he said it's a Kegi building named after the wrestler, which is incorrect. It would be the Nakatomi Plaza.
Yep.
Correct.
And
We
you
have to drink again. Oh my god.
And what was
Oh,
the
damn.
and what was and spell the wrestler's first name one more time?
You're just ready to clap.
Shingo.
No.
Here, I'm gonna do it right. Okay, I'm gonna do this properly.
Yes.
With a mousetrap attached to his tongue?
Seems
I
reasonable.
fucking love Sideshow. Yay!
You get old Uncle branded mousetraps too.
I love that while he drinks
Hey
the
Siri,
mouse-
take a note.
What's that drink called when you have a mousetrap attached to your tongue?
That is proprietary. That is my thing. Nobody else does it. I don't care. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning into the show. We're getting pretty fucking soused here. So we're
Soused.
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 So we
Nick,
we'll be able to
I
get
think that drink's called the Better Mousetrap.
a better.
That's great.
That's good. I like that.
Nice.
So we have a good time
Yeah.
Yes.
on the panel. Yeah,
This is
all
so
right,
great.
Cool. So we're gonna cut out. Thank everybody who watched it live. Thank everybody who watched it later. I'm hoping everybody did their own. Kind of followed along with their own drinking responsibly, of course.
Yeah.
I think I might do this again soon. We're gonna cut out of here, and we're probably gonna hang out and chat and drink more. But you guys aren't part of it. No. So everybody be cool, be safe, be groovy, and as always, keep drinking.